You're watching Adorama TV.
Hey everybody, welcome to this week's Adorama TV. I'm Mark Wallace. Well, this week we're going to be talking about the Adorama Flashpoint lighting kits. These are monolights, and they're terrific lights for people that are just getting into studio lighting. They have really high value at a budget price. So we're going to be talking specifically about the kit that I'm looking at here. This is called the Flashpoint 620M Portrait Wedding Monolight Kit. This entire kit is 2 monolights, 2 stands, a case, a bunch of little attachments that you can put on your monolight, a couple of umbrellas, some protective covers, some sync cable, all of that stuff for less than $500. It's a really nice value. So let's talk about what's in this kit. First of all, it comes with this nice case. It's padded. You can use this to load everything up so you can put it in the back of your car and go into different locations. It's really going to protect your investment for a long time. So I'm going to put that down here on the floor. We also have 2 Flashpoint 620M studio strobes. Now these guys are really nice. They have a couple options. We're going to start looking on the back here. First of all, these kits come, you'll see first of all, this has a power setting of AC or DC. Now what that means is by default they come with a cable that you can plug these right into the wall for AC power. But if you're on location and you want to plug these into a battery pack, you can actually add a battery pack to this kit, and it plugs right in here to the bottom of the monolight, and that allows you to run these on batteries. Now those battery packs cost about 130 bucks, but you get quite a few full power pops out of them, so they'll last you for a while. So if you're shooting on location where you don't have any kind of AC power, these you can upgrade and use them on location. So that's perfect for anybody that's shooting a lot of weddings on location in a gazebo or something like that. So this is going to work great, and it works as well for like senior portrait photographers, those people that need battery packs out there on location, fully compatible with those. Now these Flashpoint kits also come with a nice reflector, and on that reflector you can put some attachments. So we're going to first talk about this guy. This is a barn door. This will help you to control all of the light that's coming out of this to make sure it doesn't spill on anything. And this kit comes with 1 of these barn doors. So it doesn't have 1 for each, it has 1 for maybe a fill light or a kicker light. Now the way this attaches, on the back here you can see that there is this little wire here, and what it does is you adjust these guys, and when you put this on the reflector, that holds it securely. So I'll put that on there really fast for you. So this goes on here, and I've got this little wire that attaches, and it really holds it on snug there. And then you have your barn doors, and it really holds that on. Now what this allows you to do is not only gives you barn doors, but it will also allow you to put on this guy here. This is a grid that will keep the light from spilling all over the place, and it's really nice for using it for a hair light or something like that. Now one of the things that I think should be improved with this kit is this isn't really secure on here, so you need a clip or something to make sure that doesn't fall out if you have this way up on a stand or something. But it's pretty easy just to get an A-clamp or something to hold that on there if you need to. Now the other thing is, if you're not using this grid, there are a bunch of different gels that come with this. There's red and yellow. There's a blue one. There's a diffusion gel here to soften the light a little bit. And these guys will also just slide right in here like that. And so you can add some gel, so you can add some pop and some color to your lights. Now what we're going to do is, there's another really common and probably a little attachment that you use more than these barn doors. So I'll get these barn doors off of here really fast, and that comes off with this little clip here. And so what you can use is one of these umbrellas. Now we have 2 umbrellas in this kit, and these are really nice umbrellas because they're not only just a normal umbrella, but this outside black comes off, and this is a shoot-through umbrella as well. So you can use it as a normal umbrella or a shoot-through umbrella, which is just a really nice soft fill light. And so these umbrellas just attach right here. There's a little holder right there that keeps this secure. So you tighten that and everything is locked down. So you have your umbrella, and the umbrella is matched to this reflector, so it fills it really nice. You get really nice soft light out of that. So you can use this with hard light. You can use your barn doors to make sure you get really specific light, or you can throw an umbrella on or a shoot-through umbrella. Got all kinds of different options for this kit. And it comes on this really nice air cushion stand as well. They come with 2 of those. They're air cushion stand, which means if you accidentally loosen one of these, it's not going to fall down on you. It's going to sort of glide down, which is really nice. So that's really useful, because sometimes you have, when you're in a hurry, you can undo something on mistake, and you don't want to hurt your equipment. Okay, let's talk about a couple more things on the back of this Flashpoint to show you how this works. On the back here, we have a couple of options. So I'm going to turn on my power there, and you heard that little chirp. Well, that is the I'm ready to go indicator on the back of the Flashpoint. So when you take a flash or take a picture, it'll beep and say I'm ready to shoot again. So you have an audible signal that tells you it's ready to go. So you can turn that on or off. You can put it either to sound or you can put it to dim. And what dim does, if you have your modeling light on, I'll flip it right back around here, is when you take a shot, it'll actually turn that modeling light off until it's ready to go again, which is pretty useful. I prefer the little sound. The other thing that you can do with this guy here is it has a sensor setting. So on the top of your Flashpoint, there is a sensor that looks for other flashes. So if you want to sync up a bunch of different monolights, it's really easy to do. You just turn on the sensor. When one fires, all the rest fire. Now to trigger these monolights, you have a sync cable that you can plug into the back of this, and then this goes to your camera. Or if you've got some pocket wizards, you can just plug a pocket wizard into the sync port and you can trigger one of this wirely, and when one of them goes off, the rest will see that it's gone off by the slave, and so that you can trigger all of those that way. So it's fully compatible if you want to upgrade to a pocket wizard system for wireless triggering. Now on the back here you have their modeling light, which is a full modeling light, and then proportional modeling light. So based on how you have this turned brighter or dimmer, the modeling light will become brighter or dimmer. Now one of the other things that's really important to note about these guys is this is a self-dumping monolight, meaning that when you change the power, you don't have to push test to dump all the power to get it to set for the next flash. It'll do that for you. But if you don't know it's doing that, it can be a little alarming at first, because the way it does it is if I take this from full power, let's say down to a quarter power, you'll see bammo, it flashes to dump that power. So if you go from more power to less power, it's going to dump the power by just shooting off a strobe. So once you know that's going to happen, it's okay, it's not so unsettling. But that's sort of really nice. So this entire kit, the Flashpoint 620 Portrait Wedding Monolight Kit, is $500. Again, you get the Flashpoint Monolight, you get 2 of those, 2 stands, 2 umbrellas, you get gels, you get a barn door kit, and you get a case and the stands, all for less than $500. I highly recommend it. We tested this against a bunch of different lighting equipment setups that we have in the studio. The thing that we notice is the power output on these flashes is very, very consistent. The color temperature is pretty consistent as well. The only thing that they didn't do well is fashion photography. So if you're shooting really, really rapidly, the refresh rates aren't really fast enough to keep up for really rapid shooting. And so they fared about half as fast as a compatible ProPhoto kit, but for the price you could buy, I think, 3 or 4 of these for the same price as one ProPhoto light. So it's really, really worth your money to get something like this when you're starting out. Well, that's all I have time for today. Thanks for joining us. Again, this is the Flashpoint light kit from Adorama. There's all kinds of different versions of this. You can get this kit for about $500. If you have any questions about this guy or other photography related equipment, please send those to me at AskMark@Adorama.com. Thanks for joining us, and I'll see you next week.
This episode is brought to you by AdoramaTV. Visit the Adorama Learning Center, where you'll find photography tips and techniques, links to the gear used in this episode, and related videos. For all the latest photography, video, and computer gear, visit Adorama.com. And the next time you're in New York City, visit our store, located on 18th Street between 5th and 6th Avenue.